Hello, Nick. Like sort of, you watched them hit 21 threes on you. Were you concerned about closeout defense or not getting out the shooters, or did they just make a whole bunch of crazy shots?
No, I don't think so, Doug. I think they had pretty good looks on them. A little bit of a combination, couple in transition, couple just probably providing a little too much strong side help for the easy kick out and not getting back early enough, and then a couple weak side things that we're shifting through, and we're not rotating out near quick enough. And give them credit, they kept stepping into them and kept making them for the most part. So,
Yeah,
definitely tough. The 3-point defense hurt us tonight for sure.
I guess on the good side, despite the loss, Pascal getting 32 and looked far more Pascal-like. But again, outside of your top 4 or 5 guys, no one else really contributed very much. That's the trouble spot you see. There's no depth right now.
Well, I don't know about that, Doug. We just gotta, we're searching for some depth. That's for sure. We're trying to find the combinations of guys that can help us. I thought there was some, again, it seems, we've talked about this before in the past a little bit too. I thought they had a pretty good stint there in the first half, right, where they kind of held serve pretty good, right, and then the second half, obviously they didn't. They had a really bad stint, and I think Phoenix made 4 straight threes on us to kind of blow that open. I thought Norman was a little better tonight, aggressive, right? But yeah, we just still kind of hoping a couple of these other guys will chip in, and they will. They will get their feet under them a little bit.
Great, thanks, Nick. Appreciate it. Safe trip up to Sacramento.
Okay, thanks, Doug. Have a good night.
Next question goes to Josh Lewinberg from TSN.
Hey, Nick. Doug mentioned Pascal. I mean, obviously, he looked a lot more confident tonight, getting to the rim, getting to the line. What did you see from him in terms of the biggest difference tonight from the previous few games?
Well, again, I just think he just seemed so much more in tune, right? He was assertive. His moves were sharp and crisp. Didn't notice I thought the defense was also solid. I thought the rebounding. So I don't know how many rebounds he had here, but yeah, he had 9, even 4 at the offensive end. It's nice to see him, battling down there. So yeah, I thought he had an outstanding game tonight. He sure did.
Another game where you didn't get much from Aaron or from the center position overall. Do you have to look at making a change there, or maybe go into that smaller lineup that you closed the game with more often?
Got to evaluate everything, Josh, I think. Just gotta kind of keep plugging away. Obviously, Aaron's had a couple tough ones here after having a couple real good ones, at the beginning. Got to get we got to get him back playing to, at least a sustainable level, right? Just a average or maybe slightly above average level. He had a couple he seems to be kind of a real good game or a real not so good game, and we just kind of need a little bit in the middle. But we'll probably keep looking at that. Again, I think Chris did a decent job, didn't get a ton of minutes, just because, again, we kind of got in the hole and tried something different by going small. It seemed to be a lot better. We got him under control in the fourth quarter, I thought, defensively pretty good, with the small lineup, and I thought we fought pretty hard down there.
Thanks, Nick. Have a good night.
Okay, Josh, you too.
Next question goes to Mike Ganter from the Toronto Sun.
Hey, Nick. How you doing?
Good, Mike. How are you?
Good. Wanted to ask you about Watanabe. Obviously, you gave him a run tonight. What did you see? What did you like? And what do you need more from?
Well, I thought he did good the first half. Again, just trying to, give another guy with some size a chance, and he's pretty active and tries hard and cuts and moves and that kind of thing. They put a tough lineup on there where they were really pressuring our point guards, and he got kind of hung out to dry a couple of times, which didn't look very good. But again, that was a lot of pressure, and we just need to give him a release point there for that. But he, again, I already said it. He nice fill the job in the first half, not so good in the second.
Yeah.
learning
Do you
experience.
like his size though? Kind of helps out with the rebounding a little
Yeah,
bit.
I like his size and I like his versatility. You know, he kind of passes and cuts, and he can stick a three here and there, and he can get on the glass, and you know, certainly gives a great effort.
All right. Thanks, Nick.
Yep.
Have a good night.
Thanks, Mike. You too.
Do two more for you, Coach. First one goes to Aaron Rose from SI.com.
Hey, Nick, it seemed like you guys actually really played well, and the Suns maybe just played out of their minds. Is it maybe tougher to take a moral victory or a positive game when you're, I guess, now 1-6 or when you're 1-5, that sort of wins just matter more than good games?
Well, I think there's certainly, you know, there's never any real moral victories at this level, Aaron. You know, it's all about carving out a win. You don't care how ugly it is. You got to try to carve one out. And saying that, I think you're right. Your opening statement is, I think we played pretty well, but unfortunately, so did they. You know, they hit a lot of. I thought they hit. You know, they talked about they did make a bunch of open shots, which were a function of their good offense and our breakdowns on D. But you know, they hit a lot of tough ones too. We had them bottled up a few times there, and you know, they vaulted up under a lot of duress and scored a few there, especially when they needed them late. So yeah, give them credit. They're a good team and they're playing well, and they certainly played well tonight.
We've seen that sort of small ball lineup before. You've closed games with it in the past. Do you like that? Would you use that other times in the game? Is that something you like tonight?
Well, I thought tonight, I think it looked pretty good tonight. I don't really think. I thought we cut a lead down, and it seemed like the defensive possessions were really good in it, enabled us to switch. They did try to force feed it inside a little bit, and we did a good job of swarming Ayton there and making some good switches to get some size back on him. So yeah, we could see it. It's tough when they got a big like that out there, but it did look good tonight.
Thank you. Safe travels.
Thank you.
Final question goes to William Liu from Yahoo Sports Canada.
Hey, Nick. OG had a really good game tonight, shooting 8 of 10, 20 points. It feels like his performances have been a little up and down offensively, but what do you think are the factors to get OG going, or honestly, maybe not even getting him going from your perspective, but how does he get himself going when he has games like this?
Well, I think he did a good job of making himself available tonight. Whether it was inside cutting off a dump off or sliding on the perimeter and knocking down the shot. We're trying to get him out of the corner some and into the middle of the floor so he's involved in a few more actions. It's not really his comfort zone, but I think for his development and our development, we need to do that so he can be involved in, just some trail swing into the next action, DHO up there, roll in there when they're soft switching on there when there's a gap for him to do that. So that's primarily, I guess, how we're trying to get him more involved.
And then my second question was pregame. During the anthems, there was a show of solidarity between your team and the Suns as well. What was going through your mind when that happened, and how did you feel during that moment?
Well, I think it's a reflective time, right? You play two anthems, and you got some quiet time there, and I was next to Monty there from the Suns, and the guys, as you kind of look around, everybody's just kind of head down, reflecting on the state of the country, So just a moment to reflect, and I think it was a nice show of solidarity with both teams, both coaching staffs.